Welcome back. You're now tuned into the other side of sports. Your host, Laws in the building. It's me, it's Aaron in the building, rocking out. Got a lot of stuff on tap. We almost there. Football season is here, but week one right around the corner. We're gonna look at some of these games. We're gonna talk about some of these new coaches and quarterback situations. Speaking of quarterbacks, what are your thoughts, Aaron? I want to hear your perspective on this because I've heard all the media pundits. They've all talked about it. Is Kevin Stefanski sabotaging Shedeuer Sanders?
They're not doing everything on the up and up. That's the first piece.
Okay,
So
okay.
sabotage, I don't know if that's the word I would use because you don't have to sabotage somebody who isn't established yet, but you can
Mhm,
do things to kind of like not give them the proper placement. It's
mhm,
just like anything, especially as it relates to us. Like when we come into these environments where we not in control and our people not in control, you got to acquiesce to a completely different culture or completely different like line of rules you got to follow or kind of like appease and kiss ass to get in their good graces.
mhm,
And that's kind of just what it is. So him going in the fifth round makes it so that they don't have to sabotage the Bama to keep him from being what everybody expected him to be and where
mhm,
he earned his place that he earned as a first round draft pick. Okay,
mhm,
let's say you don't love him second round, but not fifth.
mhm,
So it's like it's like a cheat code. It's like they manipulate you into not being able to use that word sabotage because the Bama's a fifth round pick. He should
mhm,
have never been in this place, but this is where he is. So he
mhm,
was fourth place on the depth chart. It's hard to move him up when the other guy didn't play, and then when the other guy played, he didn't play bad enough in the first appearance to um, necessarily lose the second place. And then in the last preseason game, Shedeur played like trash. So he
mhm,
shot himself in the foot. So you got like when you in these situations, you got to be perfect. There's
mhm,
no room for error or mistakes, especially when the other guy played well in the last game and you didn't. So at that point, nobody can really say anything, regardless of what they're doing on both sides, to make sure or to humble the battle and his father.
mhm. Yeah, I'm with you. Ryan Clark said something real interesting, and you kind of alluded to it, but he was basically saying that like in everybody's mind, he's not a fifth round pick, and to everybody, the expectations that people have for him is that much higher than what the expectations the Browns have for him at the place that they picked him and how they see him on the team. And so, because there's a mismatch there, like everything that's happening is just being polarized because, the general public sees him as a first or second round pick, whereas the Browns are like treating him and navigate him as if he's a fifth round pick. And they're not, I mean, despite all the pressure and the outside noise, they're still trying to like operate in that space. But I mean, we know Aaron, like,
The key is he's not Stefanski's guy. Stefanski has a guy on the roster that's a rookie that he drafted that
mm,
he wants to be tied to and kind of look like a genius. All of these offensive coaches have this same sick
mhm.
fantasy of wanting to take a scrub quarterback that nobody believed in and turn him into this thing that nobody saw coming so they get the credit. You know what I mean? Like everybody, they all had this fantasy. All of these dweebs that are like offensive coaches had this same fantasy. So when a coach that is like that has a guy in Dillon Gabriel that he drafted third, and then somebody comes along and tell him, "Oh, you got to take this guy too," who's a bigger star, a bigger name, a bigger attraction, and it's kind of throwing a wrench in his fantasy. It's not going to be until he sees that Gabriel's going to be trash in the real games with the live fire. He's too
Mhm.
small. When the pressure get on him, it's just going, and they don't allow him to dink and dunk up. We seen this whole operation before.
We've seen it
Once they
before.
clamp down on that, and he's for like his job is on the line, Then all of a sudden they're gonna try to roll Shedeur out there and hope he can save his job on the back end. So this is just how we've seen this movie 1,000 times.
How many games will Shedeur end up playing
This year,
or starting this year?
probably none.
You don't think he's gonna see the field?
I think the only way they see the field is if the Browns is clearly out of contention. So once they're out of contention, then I expect Dillon Gabriel to go in. The thing is, I don't know how many games he's going to last. But then they got the Kirk Cousins game plan where they run bootlegs every other. It's ways to hide bums in the league when you're not expected to win.
No, the Browns are the Browns, bro. I just think that, and I've kind of shifted because you know me, dog. Once the hype train start moving, I'm like, I got the first bus pass. I'm in the front of the bus, like, let's go. But I realized that we talking about the Browns, Aaron. The Browns, the only team that was just as terrible as the Browns was the Washington Commanders.
Right. And that they
you
out the barrel, the dumpster.
You know what I'm saying? Where Bama's literally careers would just get crumbled up as a ball, a piece of paper, and just thrown in the trash because it was just not like they just make the wrong decision at every point.
It wasn't about football. It wasn't about something else.
There you go.
We always talk about how simple football is if you just let it be football. But then people add all these they want it to be like General Hospital, like the stories during the day. It's all this extra stuff that gets thrown in because you got egos and money and power and credit. So go ahead.
But Aaron, like that's part of it too. Like I'm like, dog, and this is honestly, this is the only this is what I think why they kept Shedeur and didn't cut him in the cuts is because they saw how much money and revenue this Batman is bringing in, the eyes and like all of that. Like I'm sure they've never been in this position before. When's the last time people cared this much about the Browns organization?
No, he's probably the biggest star at quarterback the Browns have ever had. And the Bama's a 5th-round pick who don't even get the reps with the ones. Who's the biggest star that's been a Browns quarterback?
They haven't had
got the most jersey sales ever for a Browns quarterback in the season. So
that, I wouldn't be surprised if he done topped the jersey sales for Browns quarterbacks off top.
Now I don't know if jersey sales and merch is like royalties in music where you don't know till 6 months down the line just how much Bama sold.
Mm-hmm.
But when the owner and the business side of the football organization start to see this stuff rolling in, they go like, hey, like, I don't know what y'all got going on, but this guy needs to stay. And he damn near might need to play.
Hey, dog, I'm telling you, it's not going to be the same, bro.
All that being said, the Bama played like trash.
He did.
So,
but what point of that? So let me ask this question, right? What point of that was just playing with the 3rd, 4th stringers? All them Bamas got cut on the offensive line. Like the play calling changed. Some could say that the play calling was catered. They were trying to. I don't know. It was
the exact same 2 game plans that they used. That being said, he held the ball too long. He had opportunities to get rid of it, but these were his habits that he had at Colorado as well, where you can't out athlete these Bamas. You barely can out athlete the college Bamas. You don't have your father's athleticism.
Yeah.
You got to learn that if the pressure's coming, you got to be hot. You got to be prepared to get rid of it, throw it away. Sometimes you just can't make a play.
Mm-hmm.
And then people will blame the O-line. Like he ain't had time. He had to get rid of it. But when you try to take it into your own hand, like I'm going to make something happen anyway, you're not physically built like that. You're not Cam Newton. You're not Josh Allen. You're not Lamar. You can't command or dominate an NFL game with your physical ability. That's just not the ability you have.
Yeah. That's not your superpower.
Be on schedule.
Correct.
You got to be hot.
Schedule,
then we'll blame the coaches. But you can't try to prove a point out there on the field or because you last. You
this Bama was getting ragdoll throwing it.
It was just idiotic.
No, it was. And this honestly, I mean, this is the first time that I feel like Shedeur being 22 years old or whatever, however young he is, like showed up. Like his immaturity showed up. Like he didn't look. This is the first time I saw him like in a sense, unprepared. Like he looked like he didn't know going in this game. Like I'm not gonna have no O line. Bama's not gonna be blocking for me. I'm gonna have to do, you know what I'm saying? Like he just looked like he was just freestyling the joint. And you just can't freestyle
It looked like
with this
Madden,
type of situation.
where Bama's dropped straight back, like 15 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and try to wait till the pass rush coming and get rid of the ball last minute. Like, oh, this ain't that.
Yeah, it didn't look good. It wasn't good. I mean, what do you think for him not being able to like have that last 2 minute drive to potentially win the game? They put in Tyler Huntley, and then they cut him. So, like,
It was,
well,
to me, it was damn near to protect Shedeur from himself, because he wasn't protecting himself.
mhm.
Like, yes, it wasn't ideal. No, I didn't see bootlegs and stuff and screens and stuff that we always talk about you do when it's a lot of pressure coming and you can't protect. That we
Mhm.
always see them do with the bums when they want to feature the bums. Like, we see it all the time. We didn't see those plays, yes. But there were also guys, checkdowns you could have taken. Even everybody hates checkdowns that plays quarterback. Everybody hates them. But when you take the checkdowns and then people ask you after the game, like, I didn't have any time. And then we look and see 4 to 5 linemen got cut. Then we could blame the coaches, and that's sabotage. But when you go out there and do just as
And you
bad as
know,
they doing,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
nobody
yeah,
can
yeah.
say
They
anything.
like everybody like,
And you might not get to play again until next preseason if Flacco stay healthy, or if the other boy get in the game and stays healthy. So you got to control what you can control, and he just didn't do that.
yeah, he didn't do that though.
I don't think he knows that he's not his father athletically. It's almost like he thinks he's like Lamar.
Well, I think that you don't know what you can't do until you
Don't
know
lie to
that
me.
you
Stay
can't
quiet.
do it.
You ain't got to be in the league to know your limitations
Nah, nah,
physically
nah,
or
nah.
your
Nah. But
gifts
this is
physically.
but this is the thing though. This is some of it. I'm not saying this is all of it, but like he's kind of been, I don't say coddle, because coddle's not the right word, because I don't think he's coddle, but like
Insulated a little
he's,
bit.
yeah, because when he came to Colorado, like his dad like made him the guy and put all the pressure on his shoulder, put everything on his shoulder. But he also like he had the support, which is different. Like it's like he put all that on him, but he was like, you got to do this, you got to do this. You know what I'm saying? And he kind of like insulated him. That's a better word. So I think that from his mindset, like, oh, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? We always talk about the translation from college to the league, like even with, and we're gonna talk about it because this week I got a reminder of one of the videos we put up on the quarterbacks that was going to do good versus do bad. This is the Jaden Daniels Drake May draft class. We're gonna get into that, but even when watching the tape, I'm like, dog, certain stuff just not gonna work at the next level. Like some coaches, they miss it in their evaluation, but we don't. I'm like, dog, that's not gonna work. Like you're gonna have to do things different. And I think for him, he probably was thinking like, oh, and probably in practice, the Bama, all the counts in practice, Bama was looking all world in the joint.
Right.
Now the Browns, Bama's just may not be that good.
Well, it's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
live. Like, you can't hit the quarterback on your own
That's
team.
true.
You got the red jersey. So
That's
he got
true.
hot pocket time. Even if he taking extra long, it's not a sack fumble or a rag doll. He can
Yeah,
wait, take an extra couple steps, throw it anyway, and of course it's
that's a
gonna be a
fact.
touchdown because he can throw the football. He's
Yeah,
accurate. So if you give
yeah,
him an extra second and a half,
yeah,
he's gonna
yeah,
complete something.
yeah. I think that if I had to put a percentage chance that Shedeur starts a game this year, I would have to put it at 15%. I think there's a 15% chance that Shedeur will end up playing in the game. I think that it'll be a culmination of
Injury
Flacco just flaming out or getting hurt, Dillon Gabriel going in,
and
and
getting
then
dragged.
once the dink and dunk, like once that only equate to 6 points. Because dog, it's many coaches try to do the dink and dunk to protect their guy, but dog, you have to score points in this league. And
Right.
those intermediate throws, you have to be able to make those intermediate throws at this level, like in order to be successful
And they
or to
played
have a
against
chance.
Baltimore, Pittsburgh, and and Cincinnati. Like, you can't dink and dunk your way to 17 points, 21 points, and get W's. So,
Yeah,
like, Flacco, I think Flacco will be fine as long as he's
yeah,
healthy. If they're forced to put that dink and dunk Kirk Cousins Jr. in there. Like it's just
Nah,
not gonna work.
he to me, he not even Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins can at least throw the intermediate football. He's Sam Howell 2.0, dog.
But Sam Howell had a rocket. This Bama throwing ducks and pop guns. Like he just like I know everybody loved his little dink dunk special, and the Bama played decent that last game.
He did,
But that stuff
but
does not work in the league.
it was tailor made though. It was
It does
tailor
not work in
made.
the league for winning and scoring touchdowns.
Uh-uh.
Like you got to get vertical with the football.
You got to get vertical with the football, though. And I just don't. If you can't see over the line, I just don't know how good you can get vertical with the football. So so this is what I think. I think Flacco will be starting. They'll be around 500, maybe 7 games in, right?
Let's go to the schedule. Let's see what they're going to be going in.
It's not going to be good, Aaron.
If Flacco's healthy, I think they'll be, like you said, hovering around 500 because they got some Bammers on the squad.
So September 7th, Bengals.
That's
an L. Ravens.
L. 0-2.
Packers.
0-3. God dang.
Lions.
0-4. Good grief.
Vikings.
That's a chance at 1-5.
Steelers.
Let's say 1-5. Because
Dolphins.
Where's the game?
In Cleveland. October 19th. They can win that. That's cold. The weather didn't change. Patriots.
They can win that. 3-5.
Jets.
4-5.
Ravens.
4-6.
Raiders.
5-6.
Nah, they ain't gonna win all the games that
I'm trying to give them every opportunity.
That's what I'm saying, but that's not real life, dog. They're gonna lose at least 2 games that they should have the potential to win in, but they might not win them joints. All right, then they got the 49ers after that.
Lost.
November 30th. Right then, what are we doing? Are we looking at the future?
If they get 4 games under 500, the season's over. You need to put one of the rookies in.
Yeah, you get to November 30th. It's time to play somebody else.
You 4 games under, season over. We've seen enough of 40-something-year-old Joe Flacco. You got to see what you got. Actually, it'll be before that. If they get to 3 games under 500, you got to put a rookie in.
No, but it's the thing though. I'm not like if Dillon Gabriel goes in,
that's what I want.
Let's say okay, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's say 7 games in. They say we're gonna pivot. That's the first game would be the Patriots joint. That's when Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah,
winnable game. But I actually personally think the Patriots gonna be better than they were last year, though. I think defensively they're gonna be tougher. Offensively, I think they're still gonna be like
they got
middle of the road.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Yeah. But yeah, so you got the Patriots, Jets, and then Ravens. Like those 3 games. If you want to see what Dillon Gabriel presents, then I mean, but again, like what kind of game do you think they're gonna play? They're gonna play they're gonna just keep doing the quarterback shuffle. Like you can't do that.
But the season already over, and they got to prove that that WME point. So Dillon Gabriel's gonna get some spin once they figure the season's over, and then they're gonna go into trying to make sure that he doesn't look terrible. So it's not even going to be about winning at that point. It's going to be trying to feature him to make it look like, oh, we might have something. And it's going to take for a game against the Ravens or somebody where they punish him and he's small, like for them to have to pivot off of that, where he either gets injured or he throws 4 or 5 picks, something crazy, or the fans going to be shouting Shedduer if this Bama going.
First of all,
17, and you scoring 13 points.
The whole stadium will be chanting Shedduer if this Bama is like not coming out the gates cooking. I think at the first sign of anything suspect, they're gonna be chanting for Shedduer. And I mean, at that point, he just got to be ready.
He didn't help himself at all.
Nah, I agree with you. I definitely believe he didn't help himself. It definitely knocked him down a few rungs. I think he was like ascending up. And in everybody's mind, the coaches and all of the above. And then that last game was just like, see, You know, it
Right.
almost like it almost was like justifiable. Like, oh, see, this
Right.
is why he a fifth round pick, and you know, because he's playing like this, you know, and it just was bad. I mean, I
Like
would
the
have liked
Browns are
him to.
smarter than everybody else. They know he was just a fifth. That's why they, you know what I mean? Like, and they're idiots. Never had a quarterback 30
Mhm.
years.
Yeah.
So it just enables people to be able to say stuff that make it seem like they was right with their terrible take in the first place. And now you got to wait a year because if everybody else stays healthy, you don't get to throw another football in a live game until preseason 2026.
Yeah, that's tough, bro. And still may not get first team reps. If they draft
They probably gonna take a
another,
quarterback.
that's what I'm saying. They take another quarterback. You just, yeah, bro. Yeah, this drink. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. Uh okay. We got new coaches in the NFL or returning coaches and switch teams. Pete Carroll with the Raiders. What they gonna do? They got Geno Smith, Ashton Gentry.
I think they'll be better. Like Pete Carroll's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Gino can sling the rock. The running back look like he's as advertised. They won't be
Mm-hmm.
worse than last year. So I think they'll be better. They in a tough
Okay.
division, but I think they'll be better.
Okay. Okay. Uh then you got Liam Cohen, Jaguars head coach.
L's, L's, L.
I just don't see.
Trevor Lawrence might be finished with the
Yeah,
Jaguars at least after this season if something don't go right.
yeah, he definitely got. I mean, word on the street
Big as
is
fuck.
he hasn't been looking good in camp either. Like they say he been struggling in camp. So that's a tough one. Aaron Glenn with the Jets. Aaron,
Um, we got to see what they do on offense. I don't really know
okay.
what they got set up over there. That's going to be the determining factor.
Justin Fields,
No, I
Bryce
mean as far as
Hall.
the OC, like
Uh-huh.
what's the scheme? What are they doing? Are they being creative?
I don't know, though. I don't know. Right now, they offensive coordinator Tanny Ekstrand. I
Exactly.
never heard of him,
Never
though.
heard of the guy.
Oh, he was Detroit Lions passing game coordinator. So, you know, he from Detroit.
Never heard of him.
West Coast offense. Yeah, we don't never heard of him, dog. So yeah, that's gonna be a 50-50 toss-up. Ben Johnson with the Bears.
You know I don't like that Bama, but he got Caleb looking good thus far. Like
Okay.
Caleb looked like he ready. And I don't know if that's an indictment on the coaching last year
Mm-hmm.
or you know what the case is, but so far Caleb looked like he made some drastic improvements.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like he playing on schedule. Um, so we'll see.
Okay. Kellen Moore with the Saints.
Trash. Blow it up. It won't work.
Brian Schottenheimer with the Cowboys.
Blow it up. It won't work.
They got players though, Aaron.
They always got players.
They do.
They got Jerry too,
Yeah, they got Jerry dog.
who's
They got,
actively sabotaging 2025. So
and then you got Mike Vrabel at the Patriots. I think they'll be improved. I think they'll be improved.
we'll see. Will the
I
quarterback be
mean,
improved? That's the key.
so speaking of the quarterback, you know, I did a video about a year and a half ago before the draft that where Drake May was in there, Jaden Daniels was in there. And I basically said that Drake May he's not as good as people want him to be. And that if they draft him in the top 10 picks and he go to a sorry team, he just
That
was
team
not
gonna
gonna
stay
pan,
sorry.
he just was not gonna pan out. And you know, this week somebody commented on the video, Aaron. They said it aged like fine wine, though.
Doesn't it always?
And this is the year, and then people were like, no, but this is year, like he had to like learn and blah blah and grow. Like, okay, yeah, I'm
Jaden
just
didn't.
telling
The one y'all said take him over. Didn't.
Yeah.
He ain't need no time. Week 1, come out there. W.
No, W. And speaking about Jay Daniels, he got his best weapon back, Aaron.
Oh, this the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. They went through all this just to get a man exactly what he asked for.
I don't get it, bro. Someone, my man Kendrick said it was the buck breaking. Like they just want to. It's a plantation, and they just want to show like you can't get what you want. Like you just
It
if it's
didn't
hard
work.
for this guy, then it's gonna be hard for you too.
So now everybody just gonna hold out and ask for a trade when they don't get paid, and eventually expect to get what they was going. Like it'd have been one thing if they would have. And it's hilarious to me how you listen to all of these white pink people talking about how he should be at 27. They so far apart. Like Terry is getting bad advice from his agent. He not going like dog. Kevin Sheehan. Like we need to start calling these Bamas out like every day. Oh, Terry's getting bad information. Yada yada. Yada. I don't know
Yeah,
where it's coming
his
from. He's
agent is
not coming.
just they was talking crazy. You saw how they flipped. They flipped, though. They flip flop heavy on that drink. First, they was like, "Oh yeah, Terry's a guy," and blah, blah, blah. Then they started turning on him as it went on. Like
Exactly.
I don't know what he's already
The
rich. Like
fandom
he's
kicked
already.
in,
I was
and
like,
they
oh my.
want him to be out there, so they just turned on the Bama. That shit ain't work. I'm proud of him for not buckling,
Folding.
dog.
Yeah, he ain't fold. He still strong. 10
And
toes.
we getting to the point where if you want him to be out there for week 1, you was about to miss the boat because you can't just sign and then practice and play. Like you're gonna need a week to 2 weeks to kind of get ramped up to being
No,
able to play and not
you
get hurt.
doing game plan install right now. The game plan install is happening right now. Like all the other stuff. I mean, they already probably was doing a little bit of pre like install like for the first game. But like now this week, this is the full pre like they're on schedule for the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Game plan, install, offense, like what they doing, who going to get the like that's all happening right now. You cannot have your star wide receiver not involved in that process though, or on a Teams call trying to look at the screen and figure out where he's supposed to be. That's
Now,
not gonna work.
the good I'll say that may have come out of this is a lot of other guys got opportunities to see if they could be the one or be a featured guy. Like they got opportunities that they wouldn't have got, looks they wouldn't have got if Terry was out there because he's the clear head and shoulders number 1 out of that group. I don't know how anybody else performed. I heard Jalen Lane was looking good. Didn't show up a whole bunch in the preseason.
Yeah.
Luke McCaffrey was invisible. I think he got his first catch, maybe the last game. First couple catches, they tried to feature him a little bit. I don't know what that's going to end up being, but other guys got looks and opportunities, and hopefully they, Jaden was able to figure out who else he can go to, even if it says the 3 or the 4, who he trusts through going through that without having Terry there and having to rely on other guys.
Yeah, that is good. Sometimes you need to see
let the bums
the
get
other dudes. So they kept Terry McLaurin, Noah Brown, Debo, Jalen Lane, Luke McCaffrey. That's your receivers.
Only 5? Because Noah stay hurt, and then Luke looked like he be hurt half the time.
Yeah, bro. They kept 4 running backs.
My man,
CMJ, Chris Rodriguez.
He gonna get 1,000 yards. Chris Rodriguez.
For real?
Dog, he's so much nicer than B-Rob, dog, and I just didn't understand why they kept letting this Bama B-Rob be the one. Rodriguez is gonna cook this year, guaranteed.
They saying, like,
who is this? Ain't nobody. Dog, I've been saying for 2 years, like this Bama is a cooker.
Okay. All right. Did it? I mean, defensive wise, like I don't know, dog. That first game versus the Giants, that drink gonna be.
They don't get no pressure, dog, and that's the issue. Like they played at this. Like
they got Javon. They got Javon Kinlaw, Deron Payne. Them Bama should be able to get pressure. Frankie Louvu.
Who they got outside? Dorrance Armstrong and who else?
Yeah, Deron Payne.
No, on the outside.
I'm sorry, Von Miller.
But he only gonna play like 10, 15 plays a game. Third down and 10, where it's an obvious passing down. They're not putting that in there on first down.
Jacob Martin,
Who is the dude?
undrafted linebacker from Chicago. Yeah, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be.
They're gonna have to figure that out.
They saying Trey Amos looking like the real deal out that drink.
The DB.
Yeah, they saying that Bama look like what's his name for Denver when he came.
It's Patrick Surtain.
Yeah, they saying like he looked like he a 10-year veteran on day one. But that's all camp talk. So like
When the bullets get live, you'll find
yeah.
out.
When I see the joint live, then I'm like, okay, this Bama real. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what our secondary do game one because I
think they are pass rusher away from being really elite though. Like if they had a certified pass rusher, I would take these Bama's against anybody in the league. But they're just inability to get pressure is going to be the Achilles heel for the team, especially with the style they play. Like they play way off, so people going to be able to get whatever they want until these guys figure out how to get some pressure. Because last year was the guy from that Jacksonville drafted 3rd overall and tore his ACL that had like 11 sacks last year, 11 and a half sacks.
You talking about Kenneth? What's his name?
He was getting the most pressure out of all the D linemen on the team, but he's not. They let him go.
What do you mean they didn't sign him? They cut him.
Yeah,
you're not talking about Walker.
Nah, he was drafted number 3 overall by the Jaguars and tore his ACL his rookie year, and never really kind of panned out. And then he got double-digit sacks this year.
Oh, that we had last year.
Yeah, number 6.
I know you're talking about.
It's like original
yeah,
man.
Yeah. We didn't sign him back.
Right, he was the only one that was consistently getting pressure last year. So I don't know who else, like who you supposed to rely on. If you waiting on your D tackles to get your sacks, you in for a long season.
Yeah, dog. We need a pass rusher. You right about that. Yeah. So we gonna see, bro. That first game, what we winning that joint versus the Eagles?
They're not playing the Eagles. They play the Giants.
I mean the Giants.
They better. All this loading up you did in this all season, holding out, not paying your receiver, trades you made, bringing in Devo and what's the tackle name from Houston?
Kinlaw.
No, the tackle from Houston that had the gas.
Laramie
Tunsil. Like you bring all these people in, you expected to win. Giants not looked at as a potential division winner.
That spread at 6.5.
Now I don't know if they going.
That's trap bait right there.
No, they showing these Bama's a lot of love. Well, since when they had a 6.5 point favorite over
the first game, never, not in our lifetime. Not in our lifetime, dog. Not in our lifetime. Okay, let's find the hooks. We got the games up here. Let's go ahead and find the hooks. Yeah, spreads. Dallas Cowboys at the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly's favorite -6.5. That's a legitimate spread? Some places they got a -7.
I'll take Dallas on that to cover.
Okay. KC at the Chargers. KC's favorite -3.
That's about where it should be. Push.
Okay. Tampa Bay at Atlanta. Tampa Bay's favorite -1.5 certain places and -2 other books.
That's where it should be, but I would probably take, if I'm doing like a high stakes parlay, I'm throwing Atlanta on there.
Are you teasing it? 4.5?
Nah, I'm throwing.
You taking it?
A parlay.
You taking them to win?
Yeah, because it's going to jump your plus minus way up.
Yeah. All right. Pittsburgh at the Jets. Pittsburgh's favorite -3.
I think that's about right.
That's about right to me too. Miami at Indy. Indy's favorite -1.5.
Lock.
I don't trust Daniel Jones, dog. And people are just really like, why is Miami some trash? Dog, Miami has weapons on offense, and their defense is pretty good.
In the summer, they cook. Man, give me Miami. This is the lock of all locks, dog.
No, let me see here. Oh, and they got Anthony Weaver. This their defensive coordinator. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. They tripping. Yeah, that's a lot. Carolina Panthers at Jacksonville. Jacksonville's favorite -3.
Hold on, say that again.
Jacksonville's favorite -3 at
Hell
home
no. Give
against
me Carolina.
Carolina.
Give me Carolina. I'm
Yeah,
taking them straight up.
I don't like that either. New York Giants at Washington.
Commanders.
Washington's favorite -6.5.
Oh, Giants to cover though.
Okay. It'll be within 3 points. I feel like the game's gonna be like 27-24 or something like that. Arizona Cardinals at New Orleans Saints. Cards favorite -6.5. That's a trap game right there. I'm not Arizona. I don't trust Kyler Murray, dog, in these first game, dog. Kyler Murray will get your money taken.
Run that back.
It's New Orleans at home versus Arizona Cardinals, and they have the Cardinals favorite -6.5.
Yeah, I'm
Or
taking
-5.5.
Give me the Cardinals.
All right. Then you got Cincinnati. I'm staying far away from that Arizona joint. I don't trust it. Cincinnati at Cleveland.
Wash.
Cincinnati's favorite -5.5.
Cincinnati.
All right. Vegas Raiders at New England Patriots. Patriots are favorite -2.5.
Raiders.
Okay. San Francisco at Seattle. San Fran's favorite -2.5.
Seattle.
And Sam Darnold, I'm going with San Francisco on that one, buddy. Tennessee Titans at Denver. Denver's favorite -7.5.
So what?
Tennessee Titans at Denver Broncos. Denver's favorite -7.5.
Hell no. Give me Tennessee.
Mhm. Detroit at Green Bay. Green Bay favorite -1.5.
Green Bay.
All right. Houston at the Rams. Rams are favorite -2.5.
Is Stafford playing? Did the Bama practice yet?
He started back practicing. He back practicing, but I mean, I don't know, bro.
They playing who?
Barnes, he playing the Houston Texans.
Give me the Texans.
All right. Baltimore Ravens at the Buffalo Bills. Bills are favorite -1.5.
Ravens.
Yeah, I'll probably tease that up to 3.
I
Just
don't
to
need
be
it.
safe. Minnesota at Chicago. Minnesota's favored -1.5 at Chicago.
I'll take Chicago.
All right. Yeah, I think I'll go with Minnesota. I trust at least game one. I feel like outside of the Chiefs, the teams that got better defenses, I feel like it's easier to get like your defense to play up over the offense. So and the first games be kind of tricky. So yeah. So, but I mean, Ben Johnson's played against Minnesota before, so it's it's not that he don't know the landscape. Dang, and then so week 2, yeah, it just we played it Green Bay Packers week 2. Woo! This is gonna be a season. Giants played the Cowboys week 2. I'm looking at these matchups.
Cowboys mess around be 0-2.
Dog, then week 2 they got week 2 you got the Eagles and Chiefs. That's gonna be a game. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, dog. Mm. You saw what them called got engaged.
Kelsey.
Travis Kelsey.
Black Young is mad.
Oh no, they mad though. Oh no. He put a ring on the joint. He put a ring on it.
So
Welcome
that's
to
how
the
they do.
club.
They play, but then they always go back to their own. They pop up married. You like, when you get this man? That's how it goes, though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. College football, you ready? The thing is, I watched college football last year
Because of
strictly
Colorado.
because of Colorado and Shedduer. Now I don't really care as much. I mean, I do want to see Colorado still do well, but I'm not invested as I once was. Do you think the WNBA going to go into a lockout?
Lockout of what?
They talking about a potential lockout for the WNBA.
To save, they gonna save Bama's money if they do a lockout. What do you mean? Stop. You gonna have Bama's in the green, in the black file.
No, it's saying that the WNBA and the WNBA PA, like it's unlikely that they reach a new collective bargaining agreement ahead of October 31st. They're gonna be locked out. No, if they lock out the WNBA, that joint might not come back. It might not. Yo, you're gonna see them doing street ball events, dog. They're gonna be playing and one. The gang's gonna be doing and
mixtape tour.
Mixtape tour.
Gotta call the Saudis, dog, but
hey, they own everything else. Bro, mixtape tour coming near you, dog.
No, they better be careful.
They ain't not gonna lock out, dog. Cause dog, what's 30% of nothing? Zero. Like they already making fast food manager money. So I don't know what you're gonna do, bro. They can play the games they want to. I just don't think it's enough. It's enough bread in it. October 31st, that joint might come and go. We don't even realize it. Hold on, let me
right,
see.
And you doing it during football season? Don't nobody give a damn about what's going on if football is on. You should have locked out in the middle of the, you know what I mean, middle of the summer stuff. October, ain't nobody paying them Bama's no attention. You got football on Monday, Thursday, Sunday.
Yeah. I mean, they want changes on the percentages. It said if there's a work stoppage, then everybody out there that is anti-WNBA NBA will use this as a reason to decide that athletes are selfish and teams don't care about the fans. No. I just don't. I think it's misguided.
For them to lower the rim.
Yeah, I think it's misguided because I think that there's this idea that people care about it more than they actually do. Like I do get that the WNBA has increased revenue, and then there's been more eyes on it. The Caitlin Clark, what's the other young Angel Reese effect? Like this, like brought more eyes to the game and stuff like that. But dog, if the game is on and Madlock on at the same time, though, it's a tough decision, though. It's a tough decision, though. Like it's not like just like, oh yeah, we're gonna watch this. So
it's like hockey, dog. Like it's not really watchable on TV, but in person it's solid. Like I will say that. Like, going to a WNBA game is good. Like I can't even lie. And they be having George Mason rocking in that joint when they close, you know what I mean? Like when it's a good game. But locking out is crazy.
Yeah, no. Lock out, dog. Look. Yeah. Don't do it, ladies. Don't do it. Follow us at OSS 980 at Other Side of Sports. Shout out to Wiz Buffy. Shout out to Lance J. Shout out to Sports Dog Tasha. Shout out to my man Wes. My man Van. Jay said we making 15K this year, dog. I told him we about to make that. Jason. I said we're gonna make that in 3 weeks.
Right. First month of the season. Especially if Bama's take this Colts Miami game. You might make your whole bankroll week one game. Yeah. You can sit the rest of the season out.
Yeah. That joint looking like food. Oh, dog, yeah, that joint looking like food. Miami too is one of them teams too. Like when it's warm outside,
they cook.
Oh, them Bama's gonna cook because they got Bama's on 18 with 4.3 speed. So I
can't believe this spread. This is one of the wild. Unless these Bama's got inside information and they pulling some Shedduer sabotage level funny business behind the scenes. I can't believe it.
Yeah, that's an odd spread, dog. I just in favor of Indianapolis Colts. I get that they're at home, but I just don't know how the line is 1.5. I might have had to ask ChatGPT, like, dog, what they up to? Is this a
What's the
scam?
hook?
Yeah, what's the hook? Because that joint just
Somebody
sound
gonna
too.
get suspended or injured on the first play and be doing the
Yeah, Tua going to get his head skedaddle, and then they gonna be running him on
Dejounte
out.
Murray type joint.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. That joint look real fishy. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna get an inside scoop and find out what it is. Because whoever's setting the books, I mean, it can't be based off of nah, bro. Yeah. It's something because that joint look too good to be true. Whenever it's too good to be true, Aaron, it's not. Follow us at OSS 980, other side of sports. Please share the content, people. We try and grow our product. Go back, watch the old videos, hook us up, rock with us heavy. It's me and Aaron, and we out. Peace.